Not necessarily a case of who's the fastest of these two, it's who's going to make the least amount of mistakes as we move towards Lukey Heights on the second to last lap. There's your live championship. At the moment, Aldeguer will be moving for the 5 points clear at the top of the standing. 65 he'll lead with just 75 left to fight for after this Australian Grand Prix, which has kept us captivated. It has kept us on the edge of our seats for the opening 22 laps. Very, very short is Aldeguer's Pirelli rear tyre. Screams and squirms for grip underneath him. He's going to have an advantage as they power down the Gardner Straight to start this final lap of over half a second. 1 lap remaining, 4.4 kilometres to go. Just under 4/10 of a second is the gap. The pair of them somehow back in the 130s.
How are they doing this? Aldeguer and Canet are pushing each other to the absolute limit. They're pushing their Pirelli tyres to the absolute limit. And at the moment, Aldeguer, if he can find another 130 on this final lap, he will win this Grand Prix.
Canet was much quicker, much better edge grip as he swept through the southern loop. Now they go through Stoner Corner. 145 miles an hour through turn 3.
Oh, here he goes.
And coming from a long, long way back. He's trying the block pass, isn't he? And Canet then, well, it's the corner named after Thriller Miller. And we have a thriller here in Moto2. No way through into Siberia for Aldeguer.
Well, the door was wide open and Aaron Canet decided, yeah, no problem, I'll ride through it. This is now approaching through the hay shed.
Turn 10.
We've got turn 10 to come. Surely Aldeguer can't leave this until the run to the finish line.
Turn 10 really is his only option in terms of the braking to try and fling himself back in front of Canet, maybe then with the slipstream. It is now or never for Firmin Aldeguer and the victory in this Australian Grand Prix. They touch, they rub, they run out wide. Aldeguer was almost down. Aldeguer was almost on the floor. He picked it up on his knee and his elbow. His aggression though has paid off. He moves through into the lead. Out of the final corner we go, and it's going to be surely Firmin Aldeguer who wins a phenomenal Phillip Island Grand Prix here in Moto2. What an unbelievable finish. What an unbelievable last lap that was. And taking third place here at the roar of the Aussie fans as Senna Aegis comes over the finish line, 13th to 3rd. He is the Wizard of Oz today, no question about that. What a ride. A maiden podium in the World Championship for Senna Aegis. Well, that was the Moto2 race of the season. A last lap that will live in the memory for a very long time. Firmin Aldeguer takes the checkered flag by just under 0.2 of a second.
There was a moment on that final lap into MG that I thought Senna Aegis was going to win this Grand Prix.
Yes.
As Aldeguer and Canet so nearly took each other off on the final lap. But Firmin Aldeguer just did enough on that final lap. He was not prepared to settle for second. Aaron Canet, unfortunately, once again is denied on a final lap. A third win of the season for Firmin Aldeguer, taking the win that he feels was denied by the weather a year ago.